automatic means, but yes, I am the robot for you.
It's automatic in my brain.
Super.
I don't have to do anything. It's just happening.
You are the only sentient being in this, apparently. That's fine.
Yes.
I don't have to do anything.
I'm the main character in
Not what
the
automatic
show.
means, but yes.
Oh no, it's playing twice. Okay. And just kind of a fair warning when we start, while each person is talking, we should probably just mute ourselves. And also while anyone's presenting, we should just mute ourselves because it might make us come onto the screen.
Yeah.
Which is really annoying.
Are we planning on wearing Y-Hop shirts day of, or just like business, like how we dress for a day of work or a day in the classroom?
Oh, good point. I was gonna wear my Y-Hop shirt because any excuse to wear a t-shirt, but.
Yeah, I think Y-Hop shirt's fine.
Cool stuff.
So I might just send over, or Maureen, if you could just send over the Young Heroes link with the YouTube Live embed on top, so then Leah and Emily can see what it like looks like as a page, and then they'll just like press play.
That last time?
I don't know. I was just gonna send the YouTube link, but I think we should just send the Young Heroes one, is just what I'm saying. Because I had just messaged them. I'll send you the YouTube link in a second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just give me a second because I'm doing the embed at the moment. So I can send it over after I finish that. It'll just be a slight delay.
Okay.
And now Under the Sea is stuck in my head. So thanks for that, Alyssa.
You started it.
Nah. Should be fine. So I'm sending this to Emily and Leah in the team chat. Is that?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, here we go. Okay. Should hopefully be working. Oh, son of a. Sorry. There is an issue. Why did you not work? Okay. It looks like it's now working.
Okay.
I just still have to figure out the autoplay. Okay. Oh, it was set as I don't understand why it keeps doing this.
Is it all there?
So the issue that I knew of was the fact that the issue I was having was with the embed, but it sounds like Leah and Emily were being asked to log in, which I'm confused by because they just said that it's fine now.
Yeah, I saw that too. It was weird. You could see everything else, but only on the embed you would see you need to log in.
Interesting.
Really
So
strange.
it must have just been the embed broke stuff. As long as the page itself is visible, that's fine. That's where I was confused because it was like, wait, I didn't change those settings. So, all right. Whatever is broken is fixed now. Just, yeah, let's just make sure that we start the live thing so that I have time to troubleshoot if something happens because I don't know why that didn't work the first time.
Okay. All right, so our live stream is now beginning. Thank you all so much for attending our virtual impact celebration, and congratulations to our 2019-2020 Young Heroes. Sorry. You guys did such an amazing job accomplishing your social action projects, and we are all incredibly proud of you. You became true young heroes during this difficult time by taking action and accomplishing the amazing digital social action projects while addressing key social issues in your community. I'm excited for you all to see the different schools and projects and also show off your own projects to one another. For these first 30 minutes, please look through the projects, take the online Which Hero Are You fun quiz right on our online mural wall. After this, we're going to have Braden Mannering from our YHOP curriculum say some words and answer any questions you have for him.
So we just want to skip ahead, right? So thank you, Braden. That was an excellent speech. Really enjoyed.
Well, let's just let the Powtoon go first. Sorry.
I misunderstood where we were
presenting right now.
My bad.
Do we show up on the YouTube feed like in the corner right now? Anyone?
Sorry, I was muted. Yeah, we do.
Okay. Should we like put up just our name screens so like where kids don't just see us sitting here for 30 minutes if they happen to check out the live feed?
Yeah, we should definitely just turn our cameras off. That's a good idea. That's
Okay.
super awkward. We're just staring like.
Do we want to get some music or something going during this?
I think we should have some music. We can decide.
I'm gonna sing. Today's gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. They had us do that on City Year for some reason. That was their
And
change.
now for Wonderwall, it's a joke.
So
No,
when you
they
share,
literally do it during the slideshows.
sorry, when you share your screen, Lissa, you have the ability to like say you also want to share sound for you, even though you're not a host, right?
I should.
Okay. Yeah, you might want to practice like seeing if the sound comes out for you.
Okay. I mean, I don't currently have any music set for this.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is really making my computer think.
Could we do a Shoot to Scott song?
Probably not. I was gonna look to find open sourced, like just instrumental motivational music, like we used for the St. Chris video to play.
Oh, I love this You Go Here. Cute. Sorry. But yeah, I think that would be perfect. Just some instrumental background music.
Okay. Stop sharing. All right. Thank you, everybody, for browsing through all of the projects this year. I hope you were inspired by the work that other young heroes have completed. Up next, I'd like to introduce our guest speaker. We learn about braid mannering in the Young Heroes Outreach Program when we study how to measure impact. After winning a Healthy Eating Award, Braden is challenged by First Lady Michelle Obama to pay it forward. From there, he created his nonprofit, Bray's Brown Bags, and delivered over 15,000 brown bags full of healthy snacks for homeless or low-income individuals. In learning about Braden and his work, we learn how to follow the steps to change, or how following the steps of change leads to maximum impact. Despite insurmountable obstacles this year, you continue to follow the steps to change, to take action, and make big impact. Here to help you celebrate today is Braden. Please give a big YHOP welcome to Braden Mannering.
Hi, I'm Braden. Thank you so much. Michelle Obama is my best friend, and we are still accomplishing so much even today. So good luck and thank you.
Powerful words, Braden. Thank you for offering that input. I know it meant a lot to me, and I know it meant a lot to our students too, because they have some questions that they'd like to ask you. I'm facilitating the question section, or am I remembering that wrong?
I'd love to answer some questions.
Awesome. We love you, Braden. So now that you've answered those questions, I'm sure all of our students are pretty inspired and revved up. And we are going to begin to talk about who is Ariel.
That's just Lissa.
Oh, cool name. It was almost my name if I was born a girl.
Nice.
So, and now we are going to talk about all of the work that our students have done this year. And first, we'd like to officially introduce, although you may know at least one of us very well, recognize some of us, the entire YHOP team, starting with my coworker, Miss Michelle.
Hi, everyone. So you might have thought I was Braden, but I'm actually Michelle. So thank you again for attending our virtual impact celebration. And thank you, Braden, for coming online to speak to our young heroes. Again, my name is Miss Michelle, and if you don't know me already, I am an outreach educator for our YHOP program, and I work with particularly Greenberg Middle School, Tilden Middle School, Francis Scott Key School, Masterman, Sheridan Elementary, and Spring Garden. I'm so proud of each and every one of you who participated in our YHOP program this year, particularly the schools that I just mentioned and that I was lucky enough to be able to continue working with even when schools closed. I saw these schools that I worked with and you guys as students do something incredibly powerful and challenging by being able to adapt to the current situation, use your character traits, courage, and empathy, and move forward with your social action projects even while you're learning from home. The skills you learned in our program this year, you're going to use for the rest of your lives, and they're so incredibly important right now, especially. These skills you learned will help you to continue to make change, have an impact, and take action in your community and country. And I'm so excited to celebrate you guys as young heroes. So next, I'm gonna turn it over to Miss Lissa, who will introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Miss Lissa, and I worked with 6 of our schools this year, and insert something as inspiring as what Michelle just said. And here is YHOP educator Theo.
Hey, I am YHOP educator Theo. I had the good fortune to work with 6 awesome schools across Philadelphia this year, and to the privilege to continue even after social distancing action projects with 2 of them. It's been a wonderful year. I'm so proud of all of my students. No matter where you got, you all did excellent work. And I know you tried your very best. And now I'm going to pass it off to Miss Maureen.
Thanks, Theo. So I had the pleasure of working with 2 schools this year, Feltonville School of Arts and Sciences and James Dobson Elementary. I was so lucky to be able to work with each of them. Both of them, hopefully by the end of this, will have completed action projects that you can view on their page. They worked really hard to try and figure out, like all of you, how they could adapt their project once COVID hit. So I hope that you'll take a moment to look at everything that they produced during the action phase. Now I'm going to kick it back to Mr. Theo to talk a little bit more about his schools.
This is the spoiler, right?
Yeah.
So would I, in this case, like when we're doing it, would I be the one who opens up the PowerPoint?
No, sorry, Maureen, you would actually kick it over to me again.
Oh, am I? But Theo's speaking.
I'm gonna
Are you
present.
introducing it?
I'm gonna be Does it say that I'm Theo?
It does actually say on the schedule, Michelle
Theo
presents.
speaks over superlatives. Michelle presents screen. So I just assumed
okay.
Theo was the first he was introducing because there was no other line there.
Sorry, that must have been a mistake. I should be the first because I'm going to be presenting my screen.
Okay, that makes more sense. Hold on, let me reload it. Maybe the change was made after I loaded it yesterday and I just didn't see it because that's how SharePoint works.
Okay.
Yep, okay, got it. Sorry. So pretend that Michelle and Theo are one and the same. Michelle, over to you.
Thank you, Miss Maureen. So that was our wonderful YHOP team. I am now going to introduce some awards for each of my own schools. You guys are the best, and I want to take a moment to award each and every one of you guys and celebrate how wonderful you've been to work with and how wonderful you've been to just learn with and educate. So I'm going to start off with Greenberg Middle School. So I had the wonderful opportunity to work with the 7th and 8th graders at Greenberg, where you guys focused on recycling and climate change as your social issue. I'm going to give you guys a certificate for most on point, which just means you guys were an incredible group of students that when schools closed, you immediately adapted your social action projects, you immediately started to have meetings the second schools closed and figured out a way in which you can ensure that you can still enact change even though you were no longer able to be in the schools. You work together to find ways to make a difference, and you work incredibly organized on top of every little thing and passionate. Anytime Ms. Volan, Mr. Parker, or myself asked you guys to do something, you would be on top of it and completely willing to move forward. My next school is Tilden Middle School. So I want to award this school and you students, the Tilden students, with a certificate for most courageous. I found you guys were incredibly courageous and used this character trait throughout your social action project. You created an action project that came directly from your heart, and you're going to continue to inspire the hearts of many. Some of the personal testimonies, the posters that I saw from you were so powerful and clearly took that character trait courage to be able to make. My next certificate is for the Francis Scott Key School for most community focused. So you guys chose gun violence as your social issue, and you really worked hard on developing relationships with your community. Even when schools closed, you figured out ways in which you could contact community members, council people, and spread awareness of this really important social issue. You created a social action project that addressed real issues in your neighborhood. While involving your community in the entire process. Even with everything that's going on in our current country and our communities, you're still involving and having those conversations now as a community and as a group of very smart and educated students that care for one another. Next school is Masterman School. So you guys are receiving the certificate for strongest leadership. I found that when working with you all, you became this incredible group of students that rose to the occasion, showed leadership, showed resilience, and had such high goals that you were able to achieve. And I was incredibly proud of how you were able to achieve those goals through each and every one of you all showing those leadership skills. Then I have last but not least, Sheridan Elementary School. I am giving you guys a certificate for most empathetic. You guys were a school and a group of students that built each other up, strengthened one another, and cared for one another throughout this entire process to create an impactful project. When you saw one of your classmates struggling or you saw an obstacle in your way, you guys supported one another, you said kind words to one another, you never critiqued each other if someone was struggling, but instead, I saw each time you would help each other out. All right, so now I'm gonna pass it over to, to Mr. Theo, who is going to present his awards for his schools. Oh, sorry. Miss Lissa.
Yeah.
Sorry, could you?
No,
Actually,
I think
Miss
I was
Lissa.
next. I just haven't added them to the slideshow yet. I think some of my schools that didn't finish action projects might still have a significant number of students there. So I want to actually give a superlative to the schools. Like there are schools like Hostos that really tried hard. But I think I am technically next on the schedule. I probably just went straight to Lissa because I haven't added mine yet.
Yeah, sorry, you're just in a different order.
Okay.
That was my fault. But if
I
you
love the
want
way
to
for me.
just like kind of fill in what you would say, I mean, obviously you don't have to say all 6 schools, but just like for the sake of the dress rehearsal.
I want to award, my first award goes to Universal Institute Charter for demonstrating the strongest community. The whole school got involved in your social action project. You took on a really tough topic and didn't flinch from difficult conversations about it. You worked with your art teacher to create flyers, posters, and a comic book. You worked with Mr. Johnson to edit and create a video. And you worked almost entirely on your own, taking the lead to show off and show TikTok, something that none of your teachers were familiar with before, and show how it can be a tool in activism on a very, very important issue. So you stayed together through the whole year. You reached out to every single resource in your community, and you produced a ton of different kinds of really awesome work because of it. I know for a fact that we had a long conversation about how each of our projects is going to target a different age group. And I know because of that, that so many people are going to be reached by your project. And I want to give my second award to the William Ziegler School, and I'm going to give y'all my Can't Stop, Won't Stop award for tenacity, because from the very first day after schools were closed, I was meeting with Ziegler students. We were talking about what we were going to do next. We had to take a lot of obstacles out of the way. We changed our idea a little bit halfway through, and we had to do brand new research. And at no point did Ziegler's momentum stop. You carried it all the way through to the end of the year with a great and impactful project on the coronavirus that is so needed in all of our communities right now. And now I'm going to pass it off to Miss Lissa to discuss her schools.
Hi, I'm Miss Lissa, and I'm going to talk about my schools that I worked with this year. I really haven't fleshed out the superlatives yet, but all of my schools are awesome, and insert funny and witty things here. And now I'm going to hand it off to Maureen. Hand it off to Maureen.
She might not realize she's still muted.
I didn't. Yeah, I just said, oh no, I'm still muted. So yeah, I want to start by talking about Feltonville School of Arts and Sciences. Originally, these young heroes wanted to build a food pantry in their school for any students who were having a hard time getting the necessary nutrition and food sources in their own homes to be able to go in and get food whenever they needed it. We did a lot of research on that. And after COVID happened, obviously everybody was taken out of schools, and they were able to so quickly adapt to the situation by using the research they had done on nutritious foods that could be purchased for the food pantry, and instead deciding to use that information to tell people what kinds of foods they could buy to stay healthy while we were all quarantining at home. So they're gonna have the superlative of most resourceful. And for James Dobson Elementary, we had really big plans for our project before COVID hit, and the fact that they have tried to produce anything after that, super impressive. So they're going to get some other superlative that makes sense, hopefully. And now we're going to go to trivia. Yay, trivia.
Time for trivia. So we are about to start our trivia portion of the event. When we get over to our trivia, I want to make sure that you guys all include your first and last name as your username so you are able to win a prize. We want to make sure we can identify who you are so we can provide prizes to our wonderful winners. What you will need to do is you will have to go to the actual link that's provided that I will present for you all, and then you're just going to have to put in the code.
Michelle, will we have the ability to edit the YouTube page once it's on there?
What do you mean the YouTube page?
So, you know, like if they go to the YouTube live so they can comment and they're watching the broadcast there, like, you know how YouTube normally lets you have a description of the event? Can we put the link for trivia and the code in there too so they can just click it?
I believe so.
Okay.
I think we can. We'll just have to do it the day of, like an hour before, which is annoying, but I'm pretty sure we can. Let me check that right now as we're waiting for the lag.
I'm gonna maybe stay around a little bit, but I do have my meeting at 3 o'clock. I'm gonna at least try and do all the trivia because that's like kind of my role for this is to host the trivia.
Okay, cool. Can you join the trivia?
Yeah, you should be able to add stuff. I think. I don't know if it's messing anything up for Lee and Emily right now, though. So. don't know if it's messing anything up for Lee and Emily right now, though. So.
All right, so this is our practice question. Answer on your phones, touch the square that corresponds to the color of the answer. So for example, you think the answer is Miss Michelle, you would touch the blue square on your phone. You're not going to get points from this question. We just want to make sure that everyone can use the system okay. So touch the color that corresponds with the answer that you see up on the screen. If you have any questions, you may put them in the YouTube chat and our team will do their best to help you out. Do, 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 do. Is that?
Were you going for Jeopardy?
Yeah, I was.
I don't know that that was necessarily Jeopardy, but.
It sounded wrong to me too.
Okay.
Do, 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 do. It's tough.
I guess the bright side is about with this trivia, it asks you first and last name rather than just like enter a name.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can edit
You can change it.
that in to make it not do nicknames, but instead do ask for first and last, which is really nice.
Yeah. Clearly somebody decided not to care about that, but whatever.
All right, and no one got that correctly. You fools. You don't deserve this impact celebration. I'm evil Mr. Theo now. I don't believe in any of the character traits. All right, so question 2. Which one of these is not a Y-hop character trait? Just gonna say it one more time. You're gonna touch the color that corresponds with your answer. If you think the answer is respect, you're gonna touch the green square. If you think the answer is honesty, you're gonna touch the red square. Let's see who remembers the 6, and I repeat, 6 character traits that have guided our curriculum throughout this year. Fun fact, even though one of these is not an actual Y-hop character trait, it is still very important. And the answer is honesty. Congratulations to everyone who recognized that. All right, Malala Yousafzai, who remembers her from our curriculum. She was shot by the Taliban and survived. Is that true or is it false? If you think it's true, you're going to hit the blue square. If you think that's not what happened, you're going to hit the green square. Do we want to go through all the questions now, or are y'all all right if I head out to get to my Ziegler meeting?
Sorry, I thought I was muted. Yeah, that's fine. I did kind of want to see what it looks like on who wins, like how that shows up on my control
Yeah, that makes sense.
center.
Is there a way we can cycle through quickly? Like, can we just skip the wait times just to see what it looks like?
Yeah, I can just go through the rest of the questions, I guess. I guess I can just press stop. So, close live answering. Trivia game has ended. Okay. I don't know if we want to show who won like this because it's kind of like showing the ranking leader. You might just want to show who won. I don't understand how to do that though. I'm gonna have to play around with this more, but we could show this to show the winning players and then have the closing remarks right after and say like, congrats to Lissa for winning trivia. You will receive this. We can talk about that.
Yeah, if we could avoid showing that, I think that would be good. All right.
So Lissa, you want to just do the closing remarks?
Okay, so our winner for trivia today is Lissa Horvath. Let's give her a hand. Everyone, thank you so much for participating. We had a lot of great answers. You are going to be winning a National Liberty Museum care package. So make sure to contact your teacher for more information about that after the Impact celebration is over. Congratulations on your work, young hero. And have a wonderful day. What's next on the?
Me. Pass it to me.
And now we're going to switch to Miss Lissa. It says Lissa's actually announcing the winners. Does that mean she's announcing the winners of the sweepstakes?
Yeah, no, of the trivia.
Oh, okay. So Lissa, you'll be announcing the winners. So I'll see you all 3:45.
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Thank you. Peace out.
Congratulations,
all right, bye.
Trivia winners. And that wraps up our virtual Impact celebration. Again, we just want to applaud all of the hard work that all of our young heroes have done all year long and the incredible action projects you were able to put together despite the distance between you. We hope that you continue this work in your community. And we look forward to seeing what you do in the future. Goodbye.
Bye.
I'll rate that better.
No, that was great. I think that was a lot better. It seems like from Emily and Leah's and Henry's, it's just so behind and delayed that the questions that they couldn't hear Theo's discussion to match up with when they're answering them. Yeah. I'm wondering if it's not even worth having someone talk about them, just because it might just become confusing. You know what I mean? We can maybe display them and it'll be a slight lag. That's fine if they see the old questions up there, but I feel like it's super confusing hearing them talk about them so late.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you think though that seeing the questions so late will make them confused as well? Because it's just wait, I'm not on that question.
Maybe we can play Jeopardy music through the YouTube live and then they just read the questions in the crowd per part. Does that make sense? Because some of them will use their phone and some of them will probably have to use another window tab anyway.
Yeah.
So maybe we just the only thing you hear is some kind of trivia music playing in the background. And then they just stay on the trivia page with no verbal direction
and presentation or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that might just be the best alternative. It is kind of annoying just because part of the fun of trivia is having someone talk about it and be a guide, but if that's not possible with the lag, there's nothing we can really do about it.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
And Theo is a pretty good host. It would be fun.
Yeah. Is there a way to record him into crowd per?
That's a thought.
I wonder if they have a voiceover option or something.
It's playing from their device, on CrowdPer, not YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, is it possible if we just had a practice round where Theo went through it and, well, other than the result, only problem. Like we could just record Theo with like a split screen between the questions and his face, and then have like a video in the trivia section.
He thinks it's for him, doesn't he? He does.
Unless there's something in the app or in CrowdPer itself. But I don't know. Oh, that's unsettling.
Should we end the like YouTube live while we talk about this and like bring it up in our meeting in a few minutes?
In like half an hour, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I can think about what would be the best, and we can kind of consider that for our meeting at 3:45. But yeah, that might be the best solution. Kind of just having music.
Ezra agrees.
Maybe the video. Okay. All right. See you guys.
Okay, bye.